Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, and today I'm in a different portion of my studio here. I'm at my presentation area, which I've got seating here for 40 people. And it's really funny because stage fright is so bad for a lot of people that they would rather be in their own coffins at their own funeral than have to get up in front of a bunch of people at a funeral and read a eulogy for their best friend. And that's pretty sad because it shouldn't have to be that way. But people are very frightened, and the official word for that is performance anxiety. And even you'd be surprised to know, even people like Ringo Starr, you might have heard of him, the former drummer for the Beatles. He still gets scared the first few minutes, so much so that he has to run out on the stage because the running somehow alleviates his performance anxiety. Paul McCartney, also another member, a former member of the Beatles, he used to be so scared that everything had to be so perfect. Now he realizes if he makes a mistake, it's cool. People actually believe now he's one of us. He's human. He made a mistake. Humans are not perfect. Now, when you're in front of an audience or whether you're in front of a camera, it doesn't matter. The effect is still the same. For me, I'm more comfortable being in front of a camera watched by millions of people than I am in front of a live audience of, say, 2,000 people. Although I've done that, and it's cool too. But here's the steps you can take to overcome performance anxiety or stage fright. If you're a pianist, you're in luck because there's a lot of hospitals out there that have a piano in their lobby and they're looking for volunteer pianists. And that is a great way to overcome performance anxiety. And I'll tell you why. Because if you're playing piano in the lobby of a hospital, or a major medical facility, here's what that does. There's not 300 people that are sitting down watching you play. There's maybe 20 sitting down and watching you play, and the rest, hundreds of people are walking by, but they're walking by. And most of them are going to look at you and smile. And the people that are in a wheelchair with a cane, if they like what you're playing, they're going to hold that cane high up. They're going to give you a smile. I mean, it works great for both of you, for the audience and for you. And it gives you practice performing in front of people. And when you volunteer at a hospital or a major medical facility, you are helping people that they're afraid of going to the doctor, and you're bringing back memories by playing music that they really love, and you are seeing smiles on their faces, and you're also practicing in front of people so that when you really have a gig where there's 300 people watching you, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable. I can't stress enough how important it is to play as a volunteer at a hospital, because myself included, there are dry spells where you don't play for a month, maybe even 2 months. I mean, there's times that you're playing every day or every week or a couple times a week, and that's great, but there's always going to be dry spells. And for those dry spells, as long as you're volunteering and playing at least once a week at a major medical facility or a hospital, you keep those skills up, and those skills are going to keep you in shape for playing in front of people. That's the best way to do it. Now, where I'm talking to you today at, this place also doubles as a wedding chapel, and yes, I do wedding ceremonies. I officiate wedding ceremonies as well. And unlike politicians or other public speakers, it's pretty easy because what's in front of me is a bride and a groom. I don't care if there's 1,000 people in the audience, they're all just a big blur. all the eyes in the audience are on the bride. Not the groom, not me, on the bride. In fact, whatever I'm saying during that ceremony, most people don't even notice, and some people are bored and falling asleep. So if I make a joke, half the audience is laughing and the other half is like, oh, what? Did I miss something? What did you say? So a lot of people aren't even paying attention. Now, musicians, whether it's piano, guitar, violin, or something else, you're going to notice a lot of YouTube videos where musicians are playing for you and all you see are their fingers. You don't see their faces. They're too scared to show you their faces. You got to give them some credit though, because they are doing a performance and they're putting it up for the world to see. But they're not showing their faces. For some reason, showing their faces is very scary to them. Performance anxiety. If they make a mistake, now the whole world knows who they are. It doesn't work like that. I guarantee you, if you come up with a YouTube video where you get 2 million views, that's a lot of views. You can still go to a mall, a restaurant, a beach, a pool hall, a bowling alley, wherever. Nobody's going to know you. You're not going to have paparazzi following you. Now, occasionally, you get somebody who's discovered. And give you an example, Usher discovered Justin Bieber. So now he's an international sensation who, by the way, right now has a problem selling tickets in Australia. But that's besides the point. But what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to get discovered just by showing your fingers. You need to show yourself. Showing just your fingers, that's a great start. But show yourself. People like to see you. They like to see who's playing. It doesn't matter if you're old or you're young or what your playing style is. People are entertained by you. And if you make a mistake, great. You're one of the rest of us. That's cool. So anyway, that's what I wanted to get across in this particular video. And if there's interest, I may do some more video on this series because it's a pretty popular subject, stage fright, and how to overcome it. Anyway, for the time being, Piano Man Chuck, peace out. Thanks for watching.